Hello, hello, hello. We'll give it a couple more minutes for people to trickle in. Good morning. Hello. Did you guys miss school? Wow, so honest. Brutal. School missed you. We had an emergency at the school. The fish almost froze. We saved them. They're up. Oh yeah, it was cold in the office lost heat. So we were panicked saving the fish. Then they're in our personal fish tank upstairs, so we'll bring them back. But we saved them. The sucker fish was gonna die. He was like frozen. But then in our tank, he started swimming again. We're like, it was so intense. So intense. Okay, couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. Welcome, welcome. Where are all the sophomore boys? All the sophomore boys. That's the biggest group missing. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, everyone. Mr. Shin, why don't you give me the signal when you're ready? Did anyone shovel snow? Who shoveled? You shoveled? Oh my gosh. Shoveled? Was it a long shoveling? It was a lot, right? It was heavy snow too. What was that? Yeah. Did anyone shovel their neighbors? That was a community service opportunity. Did you, Nate? You shoveled? Do you help shovel? Yeah? Good for you. What? Joseph did too? I don't know. Joseph is less convincing. Okay, everyone. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay. Put away your phones. Put away your backup phones. Take off your hoods. Take off your hoods that are hiding your bulky earphones that I can totally tell you still have on your head. Nice try. Okay, hoods off, hoods off. Unmask Batman. Okay, hoods off. What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay. I hope everyone enjoyed their 2 days off. Okay? The teachers got together and we decided that since you guys had 2 days off, it needs to be really intense academically for the rest of this week. Like so intense. Okay? So good luck. Okay, but that is a great segue into today's topic, which is resilience. Oh, it was there. So, this morning we have a guest speaker. Okay, we'll be talking on the topic of resilience. Okay, the bounce back. So please give a warm hand to Mr. Kais.
Welcome back, everyone. It's already Wednesday, so we don't have a lot of week left. Resilience. Now, I know what you're going to say to me. Mr. Kais, like, knock it off. We know what resilience is, right? I know this. Okay, you probably heard it from his Berkeley College career. Other teachers, your parents, your coaches, I know. So my goal today is not really, I think, to provide anything new, but perhaps maybe just offer some reminders. I don't think I need it. No. Is this better? Oh, man. But maybe just to provide you guys some reminders of what I think you're already doing. I wanted to start today
by highlighting an example. But like, what should I do? Where should I go with this? There's so many I could choose from. Should I start with someone from history? I mean, there's so many people we can use to highlight perseverance and resilience perfectly. I thought, you know what? Let's let Mr. Maddox take that. We'll wait for the classroom. Movies. We love this plot, don't we? We love resilience. We love overcoming challenges, right? Conquering our goals. We love it. Oh, anyone watch Chariots of Fire? Oh. The Page Master. Anyone here? Staff, the Page Master. Yes, the Page Master. Come on now. I know someone in this room is watching Dragon Ball Z still. I know it. Don't lie to me. I was an athlete growing up. You know, I played all throughout high school and into college. So, of course, I was naturally inspired by athletes. I studied them, too. When I was younger, I mean, what kind of shoes is he wearing? What kind of socks? What's in his bag? What's his moves? As I got older, I started thinking about the process more. I started peeling back the layers. Like, you know, what's his process like? Does the dude train at all? What's he do? What's his workout? Is he on a diet? What makes him great? Because the truth is, I mean, he's at the top of his game. The other truth is, so is everybody else. What separates him? What makes him, like, unique? The late, great Kobe Bryant. You don't even have to play basketball to know who this guy is, right? He had a mentality, didn't he? Manny, what was that mentality called? He had that what mentality? Anybody. Anybody. He had that Mamba mentality. No one's heard about this? Mamba mentality. So, I thought I'd just share this in his own words for you. What is this Mamba mentality? It says, and I'll read it to you. It's the mindset. The mindset isn't about seeking a result. It's more about the process of getting to that result. It's about the journey and the approach. It's a way of life. And I do think that it's important in all endeavors to have this mentality. So you could see, I wanted to highlight someone for you, but it was kind of hard. Who do I pick? Where do I go? So I was standing in front of the school one morning, you know, just high-fiving and fist-bumping anyone that walked by me, really. And it came to me. In a moment of clarity, I knew where I wanted to go with this. So today, we're going to start with a story. Might not be what you expect. It's likely going to be a little video clip. Today, I want to highlight the marine iguana. The marine iguana, yes I do. Look at that guy. He hasn't missed a meal in ever. He's looking good. But I'm not going to highlight that iguana. I'm going to highlight these guys. The baby iguanas. I'm going to show you a video clip. After the video clip, I have some concepts I want to run by you. Anyone know where I'm going with this? All right. Maybe someone could hit the lights real quick for me. And then, Mr. Shin, if you could bump that volume up, I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to get back here and watch this with you. So sit back and try to relax.
And now the snakes are on the alert. This is the best feeding opportunity they will get all year. On flat ground, a baby iguana can outrun a racer snake. But others are waiting in ambush. another hatchling has its first glimpse of a dangerous world. A snake's eyes aren't very good, but they can detect movement. So if the hatchling keeps its nerve, it may just avoid detection. A near miraculous escape. The lucky survivors could begin learning the unique way of life demanded by this hostile island.
Not working. Is it working? All right, here we go. Woo! So what are your first thoughts after watching that? I've watched that like 100 times. It never gets old for me. Has all the drama. What are some first reactions? Anybody? Anyone? Scared? Huh? What about them snakes, huh? They kind of suck at hunting, don't they? Weren't really good, were they? Remember those snakes? Oh, Mr. Shin. So this leads me to concept one for you. I only got 3 for you today. So let's look at the reality of the iguana's situation, right? He kind of had like terrible cards right out the gate, didn't he? He had really no one to kind of guide him, let him know what was going to happen. He didn't have a degree, right? He didn't get a certificate of snake escapeness, right? He had no mentor. It is what it was. He didn't choose a hard life and a hard beginning at all, did he? He was born into it, right? He had to react instinctively. That's all he had. And in his case, I mean, it was literally, he had to adapt fast, react fast. Or what? He would what? He would die. He would die. So I got thinking about that, and I thought about you guys in this room. Maybe like humans in general, right? Now, in practical terms, in real life, I think we kind of operate and make these decisions with a combination of things, right? That's the truth. You have logic and reasoning, right? I mean, as humans, I think one of the sharpest arrows in our quiver is our logic and reasoning. But there's like something else, too, right? There's like instincts, like your gut feeling, your gut reaction, right? And when we're making decisions, I know that there's a combination of like all of that going on. But just for today, like as an exercise and a practice, let's try to separate those two for just a minute. On one side, we have logic and reasoning. On the other, that other thing, instincts, your gut. I want you to ask yourself this, honestly. Is logic and rationalization like the only way to make your decisions? Like, is it your biggest asset all the time? At times, can it work against you? Logic and reasoning. How? When have your instincts, and I'm going to use the word grit. You can replace that with any word you want that means the same thing. I don't care. I'm going to use grit. And your gut feelings mattered more than logic. Think about it. So let's play with that a bit. This all generally means the same thing. We heard Mr. Maddox earlier this year talk about taking the hard path, making that decision, pushing through hard times. Maybe, man, I'm going to simply just hang in there another day. I'm having a tough go at it. Let's think about logic for a second. Now, I'm not going to make it easy for you. Let's not talk about it when you had 12 hours of sleep. You had the best breakfast of your life. Everything is just swell at home with your mom and dad. You come to school, there's no drama, and you're crushing it at school. Come on. It matters when you don't really want to go to school. You don't really want to show up. You know what I mean? That's when it matters. How about rationalization? I don't know about you, but I can talk myself in or out of just about everything, right? I could justify in my mind, I can like create an excuse that sounds awesome. Might even be true in some aspects. I can talk myself out of doing work. I can logic my way in maybe not eating what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to take my health a little seriously nowadays. Skipping a workout. Things that I have at home that are responsible. I could talk myself out of anything. And I can make it make sense. Right? If I want to find the safest and most comfortable option out, I can do it. Easy. See what I'm talking about? So let's talk about the grit. Grit, for me, as I am sure for you, because I think you have been faced with this many times, keeps me brutally honest. It cuts right through the noise. It just goes, Mr. Cuts, that's a lie, invalid, BS. It sees through all my excuses. I think you know what I'm talking about, right? It doesn't care that I'm tired. If I come in tired, what if I had a rough night the night before? My kids couldn't sleep. Do you care, really, how I'm feeling in class? Probably not. It's fine. Don't hold it against you. It doesn't care that I'm tired, that I'm sore. Like, I know I have to do a task. I'm going to get it done. It might not even be the greatest work I've ever created. But I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get there. I said I would. Like, I am not done yet. Right? That feeling that there's something on the other side. If I push through this, it's going to be good. I don't even know what it is, but it's going to be worth it. And I know it in my gut. I think everyone here knows what I'm talking about. Here's a big one. This one's huge. Overlooked. I mean, this is a reputation destroyer. This is a character tainter. This is something that, man, it builds up shame, embarrassment, guilt. Does it not? keeping promises to yourself, other people. This ain't about just school. You think your problems stop after college? No. You know what the interesting part is? It's a trip. If you read this on the left, that might be true. These things might actually be true. You could logic your way through that, couldn't you? Mr. Kais, you've been doing so well. You've held the line for 3 months straight. One day won't hurt you. It's all right. You earned it, man. You're doing so good. Look, that could be true, right? You might have been holding whatever it is, you might have been holding the line. Might have been your classwork, might have been at practice. What does Grit say? Hell no. Hell no. Bunch of garbage. Nice try. The Grit says to you, I said I would do it, period. No excuse. No excuse. Done. It might not be beautiful, might not look good, might not be my best. I don't care. I'm just going to show up. I said I would. That matters in life, right? You're going to have people that depend on you at some point or rely on you. Or you might be part of a team. You might be part of a family unit. Like, your word matters more than you think. So my point to you is, like, you got both within you. Like, we're complex beings here. We have logic and reasoning, and we got our gut. You got your instincts, whatever it is. And you got to ask yourself honestly, like, am I working for me? Or am I working against me? And you got to be honest. No one else can do that for you, right? And I think we always look at resilience as something like physical, right? Like a physical task. Like there's actionable steps, and that's right, and we're going to get to that. But it starts with honesty. How can you make an effective path moving if you're not really clear with yourself on, like, where you're at? You can make the best plan in the world. If it's going off false data, maybe it's not a good plan. Concept 2. So we talked about being honest with ourselves and where we're at. Maybe consider, like, resilience like a muscle. We know we can do this, right? If resilience wasn't something that we could work on and do, all those movies that I showed you in the beginning would be meaningless to us. The value of the message would be gone, would it not? Yeah, we know we can work on ourselves. We might try to duck it, but we know it's true. Maybe consider it like a muscle. I don't have any, like, science-backed formula for this or the new biohack to tell you how to do something. Maybe somebody does. You might go on the interwebs and find them, but you're not going to hear it from me. I'm going to tell you, do whatever you can to just get going and moving. Best way you can do that is just show up. It's that simple. I'm about to solve 40 to 50% of your college life right now. Let's look at academics and work. That top bullet. You don't know how important this is. Just get to class. Just get to class. By yourself. Don't rely on your mom. Your mom and dad ain't going to be in the dorm room with you, are they? Oh, your roommate's probably not going to care. Like, look, if you want to not go to class in college, if you're a dorm, you probably just won't go, right? Show up even if you don't feel like showing up. Now, Mr. Kais, what if I'm, like, really sick? All right, there's an emergent, of course. Obviously, there's going to be reasons why maybe you can't show up every day. You're sick, there's an emergency. Like, I get it, that's life, it happens. But the default should be, like, that you show up. Don't care how you feel, right? That's when it matters. You might surprise yourself when you get there. This one. And once you're in the classroom, right, you got over that hurdle. Are you really working? Like, be honest with yourself here. I have done this. I'm guilty of this. How many have, like, thought about working Plan to do the working. Let me optimize my desk. Get my perfect pen. Let me get my laptop. I'll be you guys in high school. Get my laptop up with 18 different tabs. There was no laptops in high school when I was there. I'll get my cell phone out. We didn't have internet on our cell phone when I was in high school. But you get my point. How many times have you planned to do the work, right? Great plan. You have everything up. But it turns into like I'm watching my TV show about 70% of the time. Like honestly, I'm doing work, but I'm not really doing work, right? You set up the environment to do it. You had great plans. You made your outline, right? You stretch, you went for a run, you fixed it. And ultimately you realize, I actually didn't do jack crap today. Happens all the time. Be honest with yourself. Once you're there, are you doing work? Ask for help. How about this one in this playbook? How many of you, I have done this, I'm speaking from experience, have you started doing the work, right? Hey, you got momentum, good for you, right? You're doing the work, and you finally get to it, like you're cruising along, and you get to a problem, and then you just, oh, I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna stop. You know, you got a teacher like 10 feet away from you, right? You know, you got a classmate right next to you, but you decide to stop. This is a simple example, but I think you know what I mean. And you lose momentum. No one else did that to you but you. And you contend, Mr. Kais, I was working. I was diligent, wasn't I? Look, see what I did? You know exactly what you did, right? You created your own barrier. You stopped your momentum, right? So when I say, are you doing work, that matters double in college, because no one is over your shoulder. I'm telling you. Are you really doing work? Now, when you make the choice to make progress, you want to grow, you want to work on things that are difficult for you, just remember these things. It's probably going to suck initially. It might not look very good. Like, progress isn't linear, right? You're going to have good days, and you're just going to have days, then you shoot back up again, and as long as you're trending in the right direction, right? Progress isn't linear. It's not going to feel good all the time, right? Anytime you did something new, maybe, hey, it's a new hobby, actor studio, getting up and speaking in front of a crowd, anything new. How did you feel the first time you did it? Like, swell? Really confident? Like, you might hit one out of the park every once in a while, but you know what I'm saying. Like, that's natural growth, right? And the fact that you're taking that challenge on says a lot about you. Just show up. Carlos Tierney was my instructor, karate instructor in high school. He said to me one day, I won't go into the story, but it really comes from a story of me actually skipping school. He kind of put me in my place. He just said, Matt, just go to school. You might accidentally have a good day. He was being sarcastic then. I was like 17. But you know, that stuck with me till today. I still think about that when I don't want to show up, when I don't want to do things. I'm just like you guys. Last concept. Remember them snakes? What about them snakes? Any thoughts in that little video clip of the iguana? What about them snakes? Anyone think they were brilliant? Anyone think that, wow, they were really cunning and smart? Those snakes knew exactly where to be, the exact beach, the exact time when that iguana was at its most vulnerable. It's a master predator. You ever think about that? Those snakes knew exactly where to be. In life, and I'm speaking metaphorically, of course, the snakes in your life aren't going to disappear. But I think through experience, you're just going to be better at dealing with them. I'm not going to talk about all the things that you could list under college. Of course, there's independence there. You're going to have pressure. Bring it. It is what it is. Your careers, hey, you might get setbacks. You're going to have wins and losses. You're going to make mistakes. Life's uncertain. I'm not going to fill it in for you. Right? I can't tell you my college experience is not going to be yours. Right? Likewise, with your friends, you're not all going to have the same experience. But I can tell you that the snakes in your life, they'll be there. And they're going to come when you're most vulnerable. Big ones in life are transitions, right? We know this. You're transitioning from different schools, different age, high school to college, college to work, work to maybe marriage, whatever. Transitions. That's when it happens, right? When you're most vulnerable, when you're making moves, right? That's when, like, the temptation comes. That's when you stop holding the line. You make a mistake. It's a lot of moving parts. It's in the little moments, right? When you lose composure, right? You've been working on yourself. You've been, you know what? I'm going to work at how I respond to adversity. I'm going to work on how I respond to people. And maybe you've been doing a good job, but just that one time, right? Like you just, hey, you drop the ball a little bit, right? And you react. And you say or do something that might have drastic consequence. It's in those little moments. And I can't tell you they're not coming, because they are. Just be mindful. It's in those little moments, those transitions, when the snakes will come. But you're going to be a better charmer. A few things to end. I don't think you're ever going to be asked something impossible. I really don't, right? You're going to be asked to do things that are hard, that you might not like, that make you nervous, that make you scared, that make you worried. I mean, that's part of doing anything new. A lot of you have that right on the horizon right now. Bring it. Look, if I can do it, and I can get through high school, I can look around this room and I can tell you with a complete certainty that a lot of you got the drop on me. You are far better high school students than I was academically. And not even just the academics. You guys have a lot of cards that you can play. You guys will be fine. My final bit to you guys. Man, you heard, Desmond, you're unique, man. Imran, you're unique. Emily, you're unique. I know we've heard this our entire lives and we kind of brush it like off. You know, like the profound truth in it, though? It's profound. There will never be another one like you. Ever. Like, ever. You can't argue this. There hasn't been anyone before you or after. Like, besides, like, physical, genetic stuff. Put that away. What about all the things that make you you, the idiosyncrasies of your personality, your character, right? There'll never be another one like you. I say this because in the beginning, I highlighted people that you could model yourself after or learn from, and I think that's great. I think we all have done that. We've all looked at people successful and tried to model, or at least take bits and parts of it and apply it to our lives. I think that's healthy. I think that's okay. But be careful. You ain't them. You'll never be Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan will never be you. Think of it this way. This should be like burning off your shoulders. It's really and truly you versus you, right? The older you get, the more you realize there's just too many experiences and variables for me to compare myself to someone else. So maybe the best person I should compare myself to is me, like yesterday. Maybe me last week, last month, last year. Does that make sense? We all have differing circumstances and backgrounds, right? We all have different cards. Just remember that, because the pressure to compare yourself to other people, like, it's there. You might not want to admit it, but it's there. Remember, it's you versus you. You got to ask yourself, am I doing these three things? I think you're doing one of these three things like all the time. You're either like coasting, like at maintenance. You might like where you are. You actually might not like where you are. Search your soul there. You might be facing challenges. One challenge might be because, like, look, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to do something new. I'm trying to evolve in my life. I'm trying to take it to the next level. And there's just challenges there in the beginning. But those are like good challenges, right? Then you got challenges that come because, like, man, I know I'm just not holding my line. I'm lowering my standards. And because of that, I'm also facing challenges, right? I think you're doing one of those three things like all the time. So to end, I wish three things for you guys. One, patience. If I could wish you patience, I would. You're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your ups and downs, right? It's a long game. You'll be okay. Resilience. I think resilience will get you through when people around you and your other internal levers won't. Resilience will get you by. I just want you guys to have a good race, your own race. But I don't want it on no flat terrain. Man, I want some like valleys for you with like some thicket and briar and thorns that you gotta claw your way through and get past and feel good. That's experience. You're weathered. I also want to have some like hilltops for you, mountain peaks. So eventually you can stand on top of them and be proud. Have a sense of fulfillment, purpose. I think it's all possible for you guys. Okay? I believe in you guys. Okay, so you guys have been good. Thank you for your time this morning. I'm swinging back to Mrs. Price.
Okay, let's give Mr. Keiss another round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Keiss. So we are back to school, okay? We have 3 days this week, okay? And then, I know, it's okay. Should we come back Saturday and Sunday as well? Just because to make up for the 2 days. Resilience, weren't we listening? Okay, fine. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful week. Oh, yes, Kaya. What? Oh, I see. We're making that announcement now. Okay, yes, fine. This Friday is casual Friday. Be in school appropriate wear. Seniors, stay put. Everyone else, put your stuff to the side. Have a wonderful